Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. I have a very exciting reading today. It's going to be a divine masculine, divine feminine dialogue. So it's going to be you and your person and both of you souls talking to each other. So what your souls have to say to each other. That, in short, yeah, you can say. So I was thinking about what reading to bring on, and usually this time I bring you via them, or he, via him, and other way around, and vice versa. But this time, I had a very certain clear guidance dialogue. So I just, work out with the dialogue. And it has to be dialogue between both of you higher selves. So whether you are in contact, in separation, you are not communicating, or you're communicating but you're not communicating efficiently between each other, or means, you don't talk much about your emotions or feelings, or you are in a certain stage of your connection that you can't express yourself fully to each other with your emotions, then that is the reading for you. You see what your souls, actually, your higher selves, have to say to each other, what they want to say to each other. And yeah, that is something which could be really, really helpful in some situations, and also really enlightening to know what deep there inside you both have feel, and think more of like feel about each other, and how how you want to put that into the words, if you would, or if you will. So enough talking about for now. That's a timeless reading, as always. Take what resonates with you. If something doesn't, it's probably the message intended for somebody else. So on the left is a feminine energy, on the right is a masculine energy. So it could be she and he, or if it resonates with you other way around, then that's all fine. But that is a feminine energy, that is a masculine energy, and it's intended like that. And probably that the card will tell us why it's like that. So we go yin and yang, of course. So let's reveal it. Who is the feminine, divine feminine? Who is the divine masculine? Who is she and who is he? I will name it she and he as an energy, of course. So we have it. The divine feminine, the part which is the she part in this reading, is the Velvet Queen. Right away, we got 2 and 5. We have a highest priestess, and we have a Hierophant. So it's amazing. It's amazing connection. So who you are, divine feminine, you are very intuitive. You are very connected with your emotions and feelings. You are embracing your divine inheritance. You are very grounded with your emotions as well. You're growing quietly, and you manifest silently. That's what I heard. Whatever you do it with a certain, dignity, with a certain composure, with a certain grace. Because a very balanced and very center and grounded energy here. Now we go divine masculine, the he part. And there's 3 and 5. So we go Hierophant as well. And this time we got the Empress. But it's very interesting. Empress usually will see it as a feminine energy. So we're talking about connecting to the creative side. Creating something new. Creating through your emotion. Creating from your heart, from your feelings. Being in synchronicity with your emotions here. And there is something here about nurturing and about unconditional love. That's the Empress quality. Now, when we're looking at the Hierophant quality here, leaving the old things, which no longer serves you. So right away, your masculine partner or connection you're inquiring for is somebody who is being in touch with in a guidance here. Is somebody who's rebellious against the old systems, against the old beliefs about love, but not in particular, about everything which doesn't serve him, divine masculine energy here. He goes through the process of awakening, enlightenment. He's gaining spiritual wisdom here and the guidance. It's growing. So that is a sort of description intro here. You can see if that resonates with you and on which level it resonates with you. So we know this reading is really, really, really for you. So here you go. We got two people who are really kind of alignment, aware of themselves, very connected, pretty much centered as well, ungrounded. There is a certain maturity here. There's a certain wisdom gain already. Two people who knows what they want in life and what they want in love and relationship and connection with the other person in terms of love here. So yeah, that will be the sort of background of the situation. Feminine, masculine. Now we're going to look what they want to say to each other. So let's start from the feminine. What she wants to tell him right now. Admired. What she is saying is, I know my worth. I know my beauty. I know how to care about myself. I don't need assurance. I don't need a proof. I don't need any action towards me from you to prove me that I am beautiful, worthy of love, and worthy of anything in life. So far, is there anything else she would like to tell him? The divine feminine to the divine masculine. Abundant. Again, confirmation. I feel okay by myself. I feel okay to wait if you are away from me. I feel okay to wait if you are still. I haven't met you yet because I know that I will recognize you as soon as I will see you. There is a lot of counterpart energy here. There's a lot of twin flame energy here. So as soon as I will meet you, I will know it's you, the one I was waiting for, my divine counterpart or my soulmate. But right now, I'm okay in this pose. I'm okay to be by myself with this love because I nurture myself. I love myself the way I am. And I'm okay to, spend time with myself and do the things that really, make me feel good. The things that I'm really passionate about it. And this time, of waiting, or this time when there is no divine time yet for us to meet, I'm all right on my own. Okay. So that's the first message we have. Now let's look at divine masculine to divine feminine. Sort of, what's the answer? What's he has to say to her? Waiting for you. There you go. That's a very mature energy and very unconditional love things, I am waiting for you. If you're not ready yet, you want to enjoy your life, you're okay with your own, you know, growth, transformation, expansion, with experiencing something, I am fine. I am there for you. I will always be there for you. And then we got another message with this waiting for you as well. The sort of he knows that you wait for him. If you haven't met yet, he knows you are there, waiting for him, same way as he is waiting. It's not waiting in the sense of, oh, I'm waiting, just don't do it. I don't do anything. I'm waiting for my, dream partner, the prince or the princess. No, it's just in a sense of, I know it's coming. I'm very sure my soul knows that you are there, and in the right time we're going to meet, and then we're going to connect or form the relationship the way we like it. If you're in separation and this is your divine counterpart, that is the same, very similar message here. The waiting is needed here for certain lesson to be learned, healing to be done, for certain growth, and then he is waiting for you and you are waiting for him, in the sense of you're not in a limbo. You're not in a, there's no inertia, there is no inactivity. You are actively expanding on the soul level. You're actively fulfilling your life purpose or your soul purpose. But you feel it and you know it deep inside. There is a time that, the time will come when you two will reunite again. What else the masculine wants to tell the feminine? He to her, please. What he's saying to her. We got Don't Stop Me Now, so that comes very often in the readings, partner readings these days. So yeah, there is a message here. If you resonate with a twin play, with a divine counterpart, the message is, I am going through some transformation, I'm going through some awakening, I am going through being ready for this unconditional love, fulfill this love in the physical realm, not only in the spiritual one. So I'm going for it. I want to tell you that I'm doing my work. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That's what it means. So just give you the assurance, which you already know it anyway. That is your person. That is your twin flame. That is your soulmate. That is the partner, divine partner you were waiting for. But it's a sort of assurance on the soul level, giving you that you probably feel this. You feel this message coming that he is there. He is there, is a firm, firm connection, is something solid, very solid. And then we're gonna want you, so it's a solid feeling, and there's a solid passion as well. So, and you must feel that. I believe you feel that. Well, a lot of you will feel that on the daily basis, or you might feel it, you might dream, you might have the visions and the dreams or feelings in the dream. It might wake you up at night and you feel this sort of passion sprung from your heart, And it's not only the passion from your heart. Of course, there's a physical passion as well here. There's a physical need to be with the person. And that need, you, divine feminine, you feel it. You feel it energetically, that energy going there. That's what the masculine is sending to you, to sort of give you that admiration, showing you his admiration for your beauty, for your feminine energy. Okay. So we got the general messages to each other. Let's have a look at some specific questions. So divine feminine, what do you think about divine masculine's journey right now? There you go, right away we have six. Oh. Right away have 6 of Wands. She thinks, yay, you know, you're doing it. That's amazing. You're going to succeed. And I know it. So that's again confirmation. I know it. You are there. I know it. That we are always connected. I know it. That when the right time comes, you know, you will be with me. And she's actually sort of, you know, your biggest fan, cheering you up. Yeah, yeah, go for it, you know. Sort of things here. Go for it. On the bottom of the deck, we have the wheel, yeah. The new. Go for it. Get that done, you know, so you can turn the wheel around. Or you can change the course of action. You can actually move in the direction you want it when you complete the step you need to complete. And she knows it is a part of the journey, is a part of us growing, experiencing in life. That's a part of it. So it doesn't matter whether you're a twin flame or you've got counterpart energy, you know, you just anybody who inquired about the masculine, it's you believe it is, you know, you are connected with. You may know the person, you may not know, but you feel this connection and you know it's there. There is your soulmate, there is your twin flame, there is your divine counterpart somewhere there, and you're going to meet when the time is right for the both of you. So you very aware, divine feminine is very aware, and she's saying, I think this is great what you're doing, I think this is right thing what you're doing, I think you're going, you know, the right directions, and I am happy to, you know, on my own, doing what I want to do as well, until the wheel turns. So like, you know, it's like you're spinning it and it comes in the right point, you know, like you can just spin it and then you win $100 or £100 or something, but you go, yeah, that's it, that's the time now this thing, now this phase of life, now this cycle. Okay, divine masculine, what do you want to tell your divine feminine? What he wants to tell her about her journey, about her life right now. Oh, we go the sun, and we have Three of Swords. It says, there you go, you got that, my dear, you got that. You have done this work. You have actually healed your wounds. You have grown so strong, you know, that's why he admires you as well. You got that admiration. It's not like you admire yourself, you sort of acknowledge the fact that you've done this work. You're happy about yourself, you're proud about yourself, and he is proud the same way, you know, as you are. He says, you've done it, you know, you really nail it. You heard it, and you're aware of it, you've done it. So he might be the one who hasn't done that yet, or is not fully yet completed, but because you do it, you give him the encouragement, and he feels happy to move on. He feels strong to move on. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. There you go. He feels strong to, you know, to break through. Because he himself, he's pretty much here attached to, in very much pentacle energy, very earthy energy, and so attached to the stability foundation and creating something, to certain model of the masculine. And he knows himself, that's why we had this circles of love, different types of love, and the rebellion. This is about rebellion against that thing. He knows himself that he needs to leave old outdated beliefs, which cause him to struggle to move on, cause him to struggle to build something new, because it is operating on a certain pattern. The pattern keeps us, he keeps us in a backward energy. It keeps us in something old that doesn't serve us well. So he's aware that he needs to move that on to build up his strength. And he's looking at you and he's learning, divine feminine. He's learning from you how to do that, how to leave this material I mean, it's not leave it, but how to leave the beliefs or drop the beliefs about material world and what he's supposed to achieve in it as a masculine in order to move forward, in order to be happy, in order to create great relationship to you. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, what are the questions we want to ask then? Divine feminine to divine masculine, what question would you like to ask? So I've got the question like, what do you need to heal, divine masculine? See, look at that. Exactly. Yin and yang. That's what we started from. I'm reading from the yin and yang, from dark and light. So we're looking at this card. It's come NS22 again. So it's again the High Priestess energy. And High Priestess energy is grounded on earth and connected to the heavens. Quiet and unseen. But doing his job internally, manifesting it quietly in silence. And this card, it comes reverse, is like more masculine energy, young energy. So divine feminine was asking divine masculine, what do you need to heal? And he's saying, I need to get more connected into my emotions again. I need to go in deep inside, break the barrier between my heart and my mind, go the deeper. Again, 2 + 2 is emperor, is 4. Being more flexible. Establish this connection. If you establish this connection, if I establish this connection and properly, in a balanced way, I will be able to flow, you know, with the energy. It means there's a harmony here. We're looking at the, trying to put that in words in the right way, because there's a lot of energy comes. So I will be sort of, I will be able to examine my relationship, my connection with you and with everyone else around me from the position of the equality, not on as authority, as a structures which I'm connected to. We're talking about the structure of the tradition of masculine energy. So his healing is about self-control, setting my own rules and boundaries, he says. So that's where he is. So is he being able to go by himself without compromising his own rules and his own boundaries to the authorities, in order to keep his foundation, stability, in order to keep his position as a masculine. So he needs that balance, because the moment the balance occurs, the masculine is saying, so I'm listening what he's saying, and I'm translating sort of, because I don't hear that in the words always. I feel it as an energy as well, so, or as an images. So his way is saying, I don't want to be trapped in this energy of proving something as a masculine. I want this balance. I want to be able also shed the tear, show my emotions, being vulnerable, being gentle, being sensitive, being kind, being tender, without being labeled as weak. So that's what he's working for right now. That healing is taking place. And divine feminine, divine masculine is asked, what it's going on with you, divine feminine. No, we don't see the healing, but something is taking place, definitely energetically. What are you working for, divine feminine? So literally he wants to ask that question. What's your next step? Because he sees you as somebody who achieve, you know, the Empress. She's already got everything, really. Sees you as a very balanced person anyway. And we go 4 chakra. And we go heart, we get love. So divine feminine says, I am still nurturing myself in terms of self-love, self-care, in terms of admiration, in terms of seeing my feminine energy as a quality itself, in terms of, you know, stabilizing the position of Empress. But she says, I'm sort of, you know, I'm okay to go in slow, and I'm okay to go with the flow. She's already going the flow, you know, so that's why that message, you know, we got the yin and yang here. So she's okay to go with the flow. She's okay to take it as it is and do it, you know, sort of on a daily basis. Whatever occurs, I deal with it. You know, I think about it. I filter it through my heart, through my soul. I filter it through my mind as well, and you know, to gain the balance, you know, to keep this balance, to stabilize the harmony and balance are already achieved. Okay, what else we can ask? So I've got those messages. So let's have a look now. Generally, divine masculine to divine feminine to the divine masculine. Say it what you want to say. That's what we're gonna get. I'm open to compromise. Number 2. I don't know, but how many number 2? How many empresses we got here? Plenty. We had a plenty. So it's really admiring how empresses, high priestess. There is an empress energy, of course, here. But how many high priestess? Such a, you know, connected, such a strong, such grounded energy we have in here. He says, I'm open to compromise. That's what she's saying to the divine masculine. And you are so very special to me. I realize that. So we got 2, I'm open to compromise. But the compromise is not about compromising my heart, my feelings, or my soul needs. The compromise is in a sense of waiting again here. So I'm willing to wait as long as you need it. Or also, I am willing to compromise in terms of the physical matter here. So she says, do not worry about those things, because I'm not concerned so much about what you bring it, what tangible, you know, things you bring it or you give it to me. I don't need your wealth. I don't need money. You are very special yourself. And then we got this 2 again, and we have a 2 plus 1, which is the Empress again. So yeah, there's Empress energy. That's it. So yeah, so it's more like bring your creativity, bring your beauty, bring your care, and that's it. That's what I'm, you know, that's what I really want from you. That's why I really respecting you to being connected to your emotions and feelings. And then we got on the bottom again too. Look at that, guys. I need more balance. It's all about balance. It's all about harmony here. Yin and yang. It's all about getting connected with yourself, with your dark side and light side. Being able to distinguish which one you at the moment operating on and move away from it if it doesn't serve you. Okay. What else, Divine Feminine, do you want to say? to divine masculine. And we have it. One pentacle. Because I'm terrified. So eventually she is terrified about too much of the goods you would have bring it on. She doesn't know really much. She doesn't know what to do with too much wealth or too much resources or too much things. Things do not nurture her soul. Her, they don't make her happy, or they don't excite her. She cares more about the matters of the heart and the soul than of the bling of life. So, her thinking is not all the glitters are gold. But the most beautiful things are hidden from the eyes. That's what Divine Feminine says to Divine Masculine. Okay, so let's look at Divine Masculine. What he wants to say to Divine Feminine now. What else he wants to say to her. Oh, that's a lot of things coming. We won't take them all. What he wants to tell her. I mean what I said. Now, for some of you ahead, you've been told by your Divine Masculine. So if you met your person, if you divine counterparts or soulmates or any other connection you experience, and you know the person, maybe your separation or contact and your communication, whatever you were said by him by masculine energy, he meant it. He was all very truly and sincere from his heart, even if he did not work well. He didn't go through all the healing yet. He opened that heart for you, and he told you the truth. He told you his feelings really as they were. So if you ever doubt, that what was said wasn't true, rest assured it was true. It was a solid. And you even see me that way, number 7. So he is really asking the questions. Do you see me as an equal partner? Because you are already Empress. You're already High Priestess. You achieved so much. And I am still, creeping after you and trying to, reach the top, reach the summit of the spiritual growth or transformation here. So he feels like he got still, he's telling you, I've got still so much to learn, so much to improve, I haven't finished that, And we go sword, number 1. So yeah, I'm still fighting with myself, fighting with my ego, with my mind, fighting with the beliefs I carry, fighting with the preconceptions, and fighting with the imagination other people have it, and sort of concept about other people have about the masculine energy, or about, what the masculine supposed to embody it. What else Divine Masculine you want to tell Divine Feminine? It's not something you don't know. You are very aware of it. You are very connected, so you are very aware of it. Maybe that's why also you sort of taking it so like, okay, fine, I know it anyway. If I follow you, I could lose everything. So now again, number 5 we go. That's why there is a pause. There is a pause. He feels that he is not ready. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. Yeah. 9 again. So he feels that he is not ready. Whether your 9 is screaming as because you just don't want certain things which will not be fulfilling, which will not fulfill your soul, but it will be just a substitute which you can, maybe enjoy it in life, in a sense. Your senses will enjoy it, yeah, your mind maybe will enjoy it to some extent, but your soul won't be satisfied, and you terrified of all these things. You don't really want them. You don't want that fulfillment, the nine, you don't want nine of pentacles here. Whether you're masculine is having, not having, he's receiving that energy from you. He's having that message energetically that you are not much keen about it, but he has in mind that he has to achieve this first. He has in mind that if he will follow you right in the moment he is, without anything to offer you, anything tangible, substantial here to offer you, you will lose everything, because he is not so strong to deal with situation that he is not providing something, or he's not building certain foundation. His healing has not been completed yet. He is not strong enough to stand it in his mind. He knows that his ego will drive him mad if he will just go for it without having anything. He will feel like a loser. He will feel, like he can't give you anything, which is not true. He knows it, but the healing is not being completed. So give me some time, because I will feel better if I actually achieve what I want in some point. For some of you, that person needs to achieve things in a material world, need to build that foundation, have that wealth and resources to understand it. So that is a sort of test in this month, to understand that that is not about that. And for some, it will be like need to lose them, or something has to happen in life to make them, aware that they will never build that foundation the ego was telling them they're supposed to build. But that might take ages, or maybe that is not the path, not the sole purpose here, and they have to let go. So whichever situation is that healing needs to take place, that test needs to be passed for the soul here to move on. So that's the message here. You might be not consciously aware what kind of test is going to be, because it's hard to be. We're not always consciously aware what's going on. That's a high level, really. But they know something has to take place. They know that they're fighting with themselves. I don't think I'm having anything else. I think that sort of, exhaust the subject here. Otherwise, we're going to repeat the same things, which is no point. And yeah, if I feel it again, that there is something happening, there's a movement, we need to look at it. What's next? Oh no, you know what, guys, let's ask, what's the next step then? What's the next step? And maybe when? I want to ask that one. Sorry, but I want to ask that one. I'm gonna take a big deck, which is a really huge, so I don't know how I'm gonna fit this in a screen, but I will try. It's hard to even shuffle that, but I love this deck. It's Syrian Starseed Tarot. I've got it for a very long time, and it's really, really good. In terms of talking about soul journey, always. For us, twin flame soulmates and divine partners. So, what's the next step? Divine feminine asking divine masculine. What are you going to do next? And when? If there is a time scale, we can have it. Oh, I got it too much. I can't take them all. So, I've got one then. Suddenly just jump up without shuffle even. Seven of Orbs. What is the next step? So that's a question from... I think for for most of the masculines now, well, I'm thinking, you look at this card, guys, you know, it makes me smile always, you know. I'm trying to save my, you know, I'm trying to save old. And I know it has to go. So as I said, it might be, you know, it will experience a loss in material wealth and resources. Or it might be he will just let things go in order to achieve something more. So we're having somebody who's really trying to, you know, hold on to the old. But on the other hand, we can see it two ways. Yeah, I'm holding it. It's a 7 of, so it's a 7 of wands. I think it was 7 of wands. Yeah, we can. Somebody who's holding to the old and is slipping out of his fingers. Really, he's just going, and he's aware he's going, but he's going as well. There's masculine. He's moving. He moves up. He's flying up. He's flying above that, leaving the old. It's like flying above the tower. We have the tower there previously. So, yeah, instead of crumbling down, he's flying up. So it's a more smooth process, really, than crumbling down with the tower, you know, and losing everything. He's losing. It's things slowly slip over him. Maybe they're not that interesting, or maybe it's not as a big loss here, big crush of everything. So that's one situation. And the other situation is he's just throwing the things himself to lighten the load. You can look at that. I can see that here. So it says up. I'm just. It's sort of in life. If you got a lot of activities to keep you busy, to keep you, you know, sabotage you a bit in once you know, when you need to heal something. Yeah. So these things you slowly they start being disinterest. Yeah, disinterest or disinterest. You start being disinterested, perhaps. Yeah, in them, and slowly you know you're getting rid of it. You rid of it one by one until you just realize that you are so light. You know, you're getting lighter. You're getting like new. There's a new way. So it's just lifting up his spirit to the new. You know, he's like, oh, if I get rid of it, I don't have this burden. If I get rid of it, he says, the masculine is saying, you know, I don't have this border, you know, all the chores, all the duties, all the responsibilities of what I put it on, you know, on myself, because I expected it from myself. They're just gone slowly, one by one. So smooth process here. And then I feel like, hold on, I am free to do whatever I want now. And the fighting is over. So it's great energy. And look at that, guys. We got karma. I am free to do whatever I want. Free myself from all these things, you know, karmic things are built up. You build it yourself. You can free yourself. Anytime you can cut it off. Anytime. So the next step is I'm getting rid of it. Slower, faster. I believe it that is going to be step by step here, as we see. And the divine masculine is not going to lose everything in terms of, you know, his resources, his finances, wealth, job, or whatever he's got to, you know, be having that big kick, you know, in the butt to understand it, yeah, and to heal. It looks like a very smooth process. It looks like a certain cycle being completed because it's naturally time for it, which is good, which is nice. Okay, let's have a look. And now, because we have 7 here, that could take 7 days, 7 months. It's not gonna take 7 years, I believe, but hopefully not, because we're not looking. We're looking in the future always. Things changing. Nothing is cast in stone. So the energy is changing. We can't look at it 7 years ahead here. There's no point to do that. We're not building the fate for somebody. Fate. Okay, feminine. Masculine is asking you, what's your next step? He already asked about it. Is another sort of ask. He's really, really very interested to hear what you're doing, and he's so, you know, in such a, he put you on a pedestal as somebody amazing, absolutely amazing, nearly on a 10, they both, you know, in terms of knowledge and guide, in terms of wisdom, in terms of, you know, how balanced you are. It's not like he does a worse job, but he cannot sort of understand it, that he's, this is his own unique way of doing it, or masculine's way. Okay. Nothing comes, so let's have a look. Too many. Can we have a one? These cards are really hard to shuffle, but okay. This wanted to come. It was just a bit of, oh yeah, so it was a bit of hesitant, but it got chariot. It got chariot. So divine feminine. Next step. I am in a constant movement. I constantly grow. I constantly seek new experiences. And with the balanced attitude I have, I feel really, really strong. And I feel really, really excited of, you know, learning new things. And look at that, 2 of crystals. Such a devotion to knowledge. Such a devotion to the spiritual growth of divine feminine here. Not surprising, the masculine sees you as a, you know, goddess here, as a goddess to be so. I believe an empress, a high priestess, as a goddess, sort of, you know. Because your will of growing, your will of transforming things in life for the better, your will of experiencing, and your will of manifesting. You want to see your manifestation. You want to see the process and how it works. You want to improve the process. And the way he, you know, he looks at you is thinking, God, I can't do that. I am not able to be like that. He is. But, you know, his mind is, you know, telling him otherwise. And then they got, because we got the chariot here, I would have missed it. I'm just still in this energy. I mean, you know, how you two sort of, is amazing connection here. I feel it. Regardless of who feels how and what about themselves, the love is strong here. And there's no judgment. No criticism, oh, you're going this way, I'm going that way. There is no. He admires you. You just treat him with all the respect and thinking that is your way, is not worse or better than mine, or just it is as it is unique, and it has to be that way. So it's really, really very spiritual connection right here. A very beautiful connection. And okay, we got chariot here, so we got 7. So again, we got 7. Guys, so again, it looks like 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months here. From here, you will see that step, the next step. To be reflected in your physical reality, in your physical life, not only in the spiritual. Of course, in the spiritual you feel it, but you probably gradually feel it happens anyway, because you're both very connected. So that's it. That's the message. That's the dialogue between masculine and feminine, between she and him, or between he and her. I found it really beautiful. So please let me know if that resonates with you. Leave any comments or any suggestions about what readings you would like next. If you like that kind of dialogue again, then let me know. And I hope you will have a nice rest of the day then.